Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Fallout 4, and today I have found the Silver Shroud. He's in here. I just gotta talk to this guy.
Excuse me.
Good neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Yeah, something like that.
Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City, but over here, we got a ways to go. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
Good on you for trying to make the world better.
Yeah, most folks refuse to be bothered.
I just have to do something, you know? I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
As it happens, I already have your costume.
There she is. Pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
That's the first sane thing you've said.
Yeah. But I do have a better idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryo vault and all.
Looks like
Yeah.
I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some
Sweet.
calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Yeah. Alright, guy. I wonder what, let's see, Silver Shroud. I mean, you gotta wear the hat. You know, the full get-up, right? And, gotta use the silver submachine gun.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Doesn't really matter. I'm here now. I've just got to deal with that.
Good attitude to have. Not the way I felt. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground.
Holy crap.
I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Yeah. Thanks for the talk, Nick. That was pretty uplifting. I'm glad you're I mean, you get it, right? You're as well as I. You're a kind of a person out of place in this world. So it makes sense that you would have like a kinship and more understanding than most people about the situation that I'm going through. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. And we're going to...
Galaxy! Calling all Silver Shroud fans. A once-in-a-lifetime announcement. The Silver Shroud returns and he's gonna clean up the streets. Everyone heard how Wayne Delancey murdered Miss Selmy and her kid over a few lousy cabs.
Can't believe it.
Death
You
is
look just
coming
like
to you,
Sammy,
Wayne.
too.
He sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
Hey, just a friendly neighborhood watch. Shooting down Institute spies.
Shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, Into the Robot's Den.
What's with the fancy duds? Looks
That's all of
expensive.
them. Fat
Might be I
fiends
found a
from
new
Mobots
friend.
have been sent back to the mechanical hell that
Your
spawned them.
crimes have gone unpunished for too long.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Robotic health
Well,
bonds, they work.
Nothing a few bullets won't
Not
cure.
fat
You
faces.
mess with me, you're dead.
Someone else is actually
The master of it all. You're right. But who? Dearest mistress of mysteries, you and I have battled Boston's Rogues Gallery.
Won't be bothering anybody now.
This is someone new.
certainly. But which
X.
criminal culprit has the technological know-how to construct such clockwork
Friend of the show, Jerry, is here.
Is this thing on? Hello? Hello?
It's on. We're recording in here. Aw, man.
Alright, that was weird.
Great. The Silver Shroud's dispatched justice already. Miss Selmy has been avenged.
Shit, the Shroud off Wayne? Wait, so this guy's actually for real?
Oh, you better believe it. So, Jerry, go on. Tell the listeners about what we're talking about.
Right. So AJ, you know the chem dealer by Bobby's. He's doing good for himself. Says he's got a whole new market. Kids. Even with his garbage chems, he's just raking in the caps.
You hear that? Sounds like the Silver Shroud has another bad guy to deal with.
Why? This Shroud guy, he's gonna muscle in on the chem trade now?
No, he's gonna do something about it. AJ's selling to kids, and his chems have killed people.
And? I don't get it.
Can't let AJ kill kids.
Whatever.
Alright. So let's
We ain't the only friends of AJ here. You follow?
Hey, look at the clown. This is my turf, clown. And I don't appreciate what you call 'em's trespasses.
Peddling poison to kids, are we? Today, you face the Silver Shroud.
Who you say? Oh, for Christ's sake. Did Kent put you up to this? He keeps moaning about the poor little kids. What the hell, right? Tell you what. I'll pay you, let's say 50 caps just to shut up about it. And, maybe get Kent off my back. Alright?
Stop selling to children, a miscreant, or face my wrath.
You're through, son.
Screw you. Waste the free.
Galaxy News Radio.
The Silver Shroud's bringing justice to Good Neighbor. You bad guys better look out. And now, a special update. The villainous assassin Kendra was recently spotted at the third rail. The same Kendra who bombed Little Joe's shack and killed 4 innocent drifters. If you want to see the Silver Shroud in action, stay near Whitechapel Charlie. The Shroud's sure to interrogate him to find the evildoer's whereabouts.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil.
alright. So I guess we're a crime fighter now. That's what's going on here. Sort of.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
Alright, thanks.
that a Silver Shroud costume? Hey, no judgments, but ain't that a kid's show?
No.
Another one of you mercs looking for McGreedy?
Hey, Charlie.
Make way for paying customers. You look like one of them wankers from the posters. What you wearing that for?
You look upon the Silver Shroud. I seek a miscreant named Kendra.
Shroud, then? More like a nutter. Kendra is not one to be trifled with. People associated with her have a habit of being found face down in a ditch. If you're set on meeting her, for a fee it can be arranged.
Can you spare a few details on her at least? On the house?
You got to have finesse to be an assassin. Kendra's a murderer. Very skilled murderer. Listen, mate, the combat scan shows you know what you're about. Save your caps, buy a lager instead.
It is not wise to stand between the Silver Shroud and righteous justice.
Justice? You mean to end her? In that case, her flat's just south of Good Neighbor. Water Street Apartments. Look out for the blighters she's got with her. Nasty piece of business, that. Good luck.
Thanks. Also, I'm digging this music.
God, I love this song.
Alright, well, looks like we gotta go execute a bad person. So, unfortunately, we don't get to listen to some cool tunes, drink a nice refreshing beverage, and generally just relax, so we have to go to work. It's the sacrifice we make for ensuring that justice prevails, or something like that. I don't know. Woohoo! Oh man, I hope you guys can't hear that. They're doing the yard work at my apartment, and I can hear it. I hate it. I hate it mostly because there's not very, like, my apartment is, there's like a walk, kind of like a concrete walkway in between, and there's like little patches of grass, and so they have to come through with the weed eater and right, you know, but I hate it because it's such a small patch of, like, just leave, just whatever, leave it. It's not, I don't know. Personally, I say just concrete it all over. Like, I don't care, just get rid. I don't know. But then again, I don't have to do it, so yeah. Alright, where is this? Oh, I think I found this place once before. I think if we go around this way. If I'm not mistaken, I think... Yeah, if we go this way... I think that's it, directly in front of us. Yep, right there. Sweet. Water Street Apartments.
Huh? Hearing shit.
Ouch! Seriously? You jerks?
Anything useful?
Not really. Alright, let's turn our light on. We're just gonna go ham. Like, we're not even gonna... Now, why can't Nick appreciate how good I am at picking lock? What? Seriously? Whatever. Oh, crap. I still suck at finding those. So it's good to know some things never change, I guess. Hey.
You must be Kendra.
And you're the crazy one in the costume. Wayne Delancey's killer. You have no idea who you're dealing with. I do so like it when the little bug crawls willingly into the spider's webs.
You have taken your last life, villain.
You stole my line.
Ouch. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take your contract. We're gonna take your sturdy thing. And then we're gonna leave a calling card on you. We're also gonna take your psycho and your cap stash. And your alarm clock. And your med-X. And that stuff.
Another special update. No, it wasn't Bobby No-Nos who offed AJ and his goons. It was the Silver Shroud. See his calling card if you don't believe me. Now's our time, listeners. Justice is coming to good
Looking
neighbor.
for something?
You'll see.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Boston.
All right. So we did that. Let's I mean, what do we got to do now? I feel like this is going to end up being another one of those, hey, it's going to be endless missions just running around killing people. Which I'm fine with. I'm totally fine with, because they have slightly interesting backstories that I'm, you know, pretty okay with. Oh, what is our... why would we want to... We have a contract. Let's read this. Shelley Tiller. Why would we... Why would we assassinate Shelley Tiller is the question. I mean, should we go assassinate her? If we have the contract, can we go assassinate her at any time? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to not worry about it. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to go back to Good Neighbor. We're going to listen to the radio. And, you know, whatever happens, happens.
Good Neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point.
Okay, Valentine. Thank you for your keen observations.
Another headliner. Hancock seeks a special meeting with our hero, the Silver Shroud. Whatever it's about, be careful, Shroud. We're all with you.
Galaxy News Radio.
Okay, so it looks like our exploits as the Silver Shroud have garnered the attention of the mayor of Good Neighbor, which may or may not be a good thing. I don't know. We will actually have to find out in the next episode. Alright guys, I thank you for watching. I will see you later. Bye-bye.